Hello, everyone. Today, I want to share with you a story that's shaking the entire entertainment world. The story of Sean "Diddy" Combs. Once celebrated as a music mogul, a successful black billionaire, a symbol of inspiration for many, behind the spotlight lies a trail of scandals, dark accusations, and now, the explosive civil lawsuit filed by Deontay Nash, a man who worked alongside him for over a decade. If you remember, Deontay Nash was one of the most important witnesses in the earlier trial. While Diddy's powerful legal team tore apart many others, Deontay's testimony stood strong, clear, direct, and nearly impossible to refute. That's why many saw him as key to exposing the truth. And now, he's stepping back into the light, not just as a witness, but as a plaintiff, officially suing Diddy in Los Angeles with a series of damning allegations. According to the lawsuit, Deontay describes a decade-long nightmare. He claims he endured sexual harassment, unwanted physical contact from Diddy, and repeated humiliation during staff parties. He says Diddy constantly hurled degrading, sexually charged insults, turning him into the butt of cruel jokes in front of friends and colleagues. And what's worse, this wasn't a one-time lapse of judgment, but a systematic pattern of abuse, repeated over 10 years. Deontay says Diddy used his fame and power to control him, through intimidation, manipulation, and fear. Reading this, it's chilling. This isn't about personal mistakes. This is about a long-running system of exploitation, almost like a routine. So why now? Why file this lawsuit at this moment? I believe it's because Deontay finally has the courage, not just to testify in a criminal case, but to demand justice for himself. And let's be clear, going up against someone like Diddy is no easy task. You're facing one of the most expensive legal teams money can buy, a rabid fan base, online attacks, and even threats to your safety. And still, Deontay chose to do it. That shows he's no longer afraid. He wants the truth out. The irony is striking. All of these allegations directly contradict the image Diddy sold to the public. He was once seen as a success story, an inspiration, a cultural trailblazer. But what did he really give back? A photo op handing out food to the homeless in 2022. Some flashy red carpet appearances with a much younger girlfriend, and not much else. No major scholarships, no real community projects, no meaningful contributions to those less fortunate. From where I sit, that's hypocrisy. A billionaire with the power to change thousands of lives. But instead, he used that power to satisfy himself and exploit the very community he came from. And this lawsuit couldn't have come at a more critical time. We all know Diddy is awaiting a judge's decision on whether to overturn or reopen his case. After that, he faces sentencing, where the outcome could shape the rest of his life. And now, with Deontay stepping forward again, this time as a plaintiff, the narrative shifts. It's no longer about a man who made a single mistake. It's about a predator with a long documented history of abuse. I don't believe Judge Aaron will be swayed by letters begging for leniency or cheap PR stunts. When you have witnesses like Deontay and evidence pointing to a consistent pattern of misconduct, it only reinforces the truth. Diddy has abused his power for years. And let's not kid ourselves. This isn't rare. We've seen it before with Harvey Weinstein, with R. Kelly, and once worshipped as kings of the industry, later unmasked as systematic abusers. The pattern is the same. Power silences victims, buys loyalty, breeds fear. Communities stay quiet, sometimes even help cover it up, because of fear, or money, or both. That's why I believe this case isn't just about Deontay and Diddy. It's a mirror reflecting a bigger question. How long can power bury the truth? And who will finally have the courage to break the silence? What strikes me most is the response from Diddy's defenders. They're not denying he did terrible things. They're saying he shouldn't be held accountable. And that's the scariest part. Instead of defending his innocence, they're trying to normalize his abuse. And that forces us to ask, do we want to live in a society where power is enough to legitimize exploitation? In the end, Deontay Nash's lawsuit is another fire in Diddy's storm of scandals. It reminds us that justice may be slow, but when enough people stand up, it does come. And this isn't just a legal battle. It's a story of courage, of one man standing against an empire of influence. So, what do you think? With this lawsuit, is Diddy finally finished? Or will he find another way to escape justice, just like before? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll keep covering every twist in this story. Because sometimes, the only light in the darkness is the truth. And no matter how late, the truth will always find its way out.